What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today, we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How old are you?
32.
All right. What do you got on the topic? What are we talking about?
All right, so I want to say, I do agree with most of the things that you said to give up. And I'm cool with giving up things.
Do you have any children?
I just, huh?
Do you have any children?
Yes, I have one.
Mm-hmm.
Her
Go
birthday
ahead.
was yesterday. She's 15, but I
You're
do consider
32.
myself, yes, I am 32. I
So,
had her when I was 17. She just turned 15.
what would of the seven things I discussed? What would be the hardest thing to give up?
I want to say my single friends because my friends have really been there through very difficult parts of my life.
Mm-hmm.
They've
Mm-hmm.
been family. I literally only have two friends. I have a lot
Okay.
of associates,
But
but
do you understand why I said single friends?
yeah, I do. I do.
So if you ran
I
into a man, if you ran into a man who was a husband, he was really vetting you to be his wife, and he had a problem with your single friends, what would happen?
would let him know that I value my friends, but I
Hmm.
also value the relationship, and we would literally have to discuss
No,
the
here's the
boundaries.
discussion. Here's the discussion. I'm here for you. This is what I want. I'm going down this path, but it's me or them.
Me
And
or
that's what he
them,
says.
as in,
Meaning I'm speaking for him. I
okay,
have my issue with these women. I recognize they've been there. They're your past. I'm your future. But you can't have a future with me and them. Either way, I respect your choice. But you got to decide
you know,
what will be the
right, right.
choice. What will be the choice?
That would be extremely difficult. I
Okay,
can't.
but let's play. But this is life. Play it out. What would it be? Be honest though.
If, okay, let's say that he had everything that. No, I can't. I mean, I can
That's why
definitely.
y'all. That's why single women keep women single. This is it right here. Because I'm gonna let you know. I need you to focus because this is gonna sting. Okay. That is the dumbest shit. Women have never, ever prioritized other women over their families, over their situations, ever.
Right.
This is a new development that's really taken a hold in the black community. That's why this whole sisterhood, gynocracy, matriarchy is so insidious. In the
Right.
Bible, it says to do what? Leave and cleave from your what? Family. So if you're supposed to leave and cleave from your family, what are you supposed to do from your friends?
Right.
So if you had a man in front of you who was looking to be your husband, your daughter's stepfather, and he gave you that situation, you and I both know you would pick your friends or you try to find a way to get him to accept your friends. And that
Understood.
puts you in a masculine position.
I understand.
Do you?
And again, no, I do. I definitely understand what you're saying, and I am looking for a partnership with a man. I want to get
Well, we're
married.
not partners. We're not partners. You're
Well, I
my
want
support.
my
We're
husband
no
to
no
be
no
my
no no.
leader.
See, that's the problem. No no no. You're not partners. You're my support system. I lead, you follow. Me Tarzan,
Yes,
you Jane.
yes, I'm here for it.
Yeah. So honestly, the way it should be is don't bring those bras to my house. They can't come to my house. Don't call my phone.
What if they're not toxic?
That if your man says he doesn't want, see, that's the point. See, you keep saying, what if they're not what he has a if he said he had a problem, what does that rank? See, that's what you're missing.
Right.
And you can't
So what if I
imagine this. And here's the thing, I find it interesting. This is one thing that kind of works with single women so much. You guys are so chaotic. You guys have been single renegades so long that you really cannot conceptualize of a real world situation where a man comes into your life that he is that valuable, that stable, and that much of a lifetime hope that you will be willing to risk your friendships. That's how damaged y'all are.
Exactly. And what is crazy about this whole thing is they will sit there and try to still get their own way. They will still try to go get the top earning guy, and they want to turn this man into some type of beta. They want him to be the submissive one while making all the money. And it just doesn't make any sense. You guys want one thing, and then on the other end want the polar opposite of that thing that makes the person them. It's just not going to work. You guys are trying to have some type of insane equation to be solved, and it can't. You want a man to be submissive and open up and talk about his feelings, but you also want him to be a go-getter and to be alpha. It just can't work.
Right.
The men are at best a gamble. So I need to stay with my friends. Well, then go ahead and buy some cats and do Golden Girls Part 2.
Understood. So if I was willing to give up those things, based upon the conversation we're having, because it does make sense, I still feel as though the dating pool is trash.
No, your dating pool is trash.
Yeah, it is. Well, my dating
Well,
pool
trash in, trash out. I mean, man,
No,
you want. I mean, this is gonna hurt, ma'am. This is gonna hurt. Ready?
Go for it, Kevin.
If your dating pool is trash, the first place I want you to check is the mirror. That's the same for us all. That's the same, ma'am. That's the same for us all, for men and women alike, ma'am. It's the same for us all. You attract what you are. So I need you guys to understand that the example I gave her, it makes sense that she would not pick a man over her friend because men are coming from a pool of trash. At best, he is a risk.
Yes.
Black women like you yourself have absolutely a negative outlook and a hopeless outlook on relationships and men. And this is why I was saying when it's time for black men to start dating out, if you can't find a black woman whose mind isn't contaminated, what can a healthy minded black man do with the mind that's in the state yours seems to be right now? He'd have to, and in all fairness, he'd have to slow down to rehab your to watch you rehab your mind, which slows him down, right? He can't just pick you up and keep going. He had to slow down and wait for it to be fixed. Or he keeps going at his same speed without you. Or find somebody whose mind is clear, heart is open, and they're ready to be a co-pilot, which is not a partner. So it's not a value judgment about you as a person. It's the fact that you're coming into a dating market in bad faith, judging the entire dating pool as trash without looking at the chief garbage person. You. If men said that the dating pool is trash, women would say, well, you need to check yourself. Go ahead. Respond to any of that.
So I feel, and you talk a lot about don't talk about your education or your career, things like that. But I just feel like those things, as well as my morals, my goals, my values, they're not aligned with the majority of what I see. Especially I'm in the DC area, and I can't find what I'm looking for.
What do you mean? Your don't talk about your education. Why do I say don't talk about your education and your that kind of stuff? Why do I say that?
Because you said something like it doesn't matter. I can't remember.
It doesn't matter because unless you're going to spend your money on a man, it don't matter what you do.
Oh, I spend money.
No. Spending money on a man, significant money.
I have spent money on boyfriends.
Hold on,
on
hold
big
on, hold on, man.
corporations
Hold on.
with
You're
all
over talking me.
caps.
You're over talking me. You're over talking me. I think it may be the Bluetooth. All right, take off the Bluetooth because that's a problem. Look, that there's a delay. It's the Bluetooth. Take off your Bluetooth.
I am.
So, what does a woman's education or her income do for a man?
I feel like it ensures that she has some type of security, some type of
What does
um
it do for a man?
Look, she's so worried about herself that when she gets asked a question very, very, very clearly, what does a woman's money do for a man? She immediately reflects back and talks about herself and what it could do for her. The selfishness. Over here looking like Tiny Harris, T.I. wife. This is crazy.
shows them that the woman has the ability to provide as well.
So, in other words, it does nothing directly for a man.
Directly, no.
Thank you. So, it doesn't matter.
Okay, fine.
Thank you. The ability to be a grown up, fine.
Right.
But your income, your education does nothing directly for a man. Now, you say your morals, your values. What are you basing these morals on? A religious system?
No, I'm not a big religious person. I believe in God, and that's as far as I go.
So, what God is that?
God.
What God is that?
It's whatever God I want it to be. It's just God. I don't know who he is or what he is.
So where okay, that's fine, but where are the rules, the statutes, the commandments, the guidelines for this God?
I don't know. I just try to be a good person
So in other words,
with integrity.
ma'am, in other words, your God has no real control because there are no guidelines, parameters, commandments. He's cosmic Santa Claus to just reward you for being a good person. But there's no right, wrong, should not. There's no structure. There's no discipline.
Sure.
So you should be able to find plenty of that in a fallen world. I think you are finding exactly your moral compass.
Okay.
I'm based upon how I judge morals. Morals, that needs to be a system of right and wrong, acceptable, unacceptable. I don't care whether it's Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. There's right and wrong. Should and should not. What you're saying is this kind of like, just be a good person, which is fine.
Right.
But that's the world. So why are you having a hard time finding somebody who has a loose, a value system and just be a good person? Why is that such a hard find?
I didn't say lose. I just can't seem to find somebody whose lifestyle aligns with mine.
And what is that?
Somebody who has a good job, somebody who's financially stable, likes to travel, likes to do the things that I like to do. They don't have a whole
Tell me
lot
what you
of
bring
women
to the
on
table.
their
Tell me what you bring to the table directly for a man, and don't talk about your money, your education, or your level of sophistication as you see it.
I'm a very loving person. I am
Okay.
submissive when I feel that the
Hold
masculine
on. You're a
energy
loving
is there.
person in what?
Submissive to the right person.
So conditional submission.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I am not very prissy. I'm very diverse. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I also don't mind getting dressed
So
up.
what you bring to the table to a man is you lovable, not something that can really be seen on date 1, 2, or 3. You are conditionally submissive, which is like a man saying he's conditionally masculine. I wish you would go out with a man and says, I'm masculine for the right woman. You would run. That's how ridiculous y'all sound with that. And then
Right.
I'm at diverse. See what it is what you have defined as a woman. If you were a product to be sold, it will be called generic.
That's fine.
Well, no, but you know where the generic items in the grocery store at the bottom on sale because there's no value story. There's no value proposition. There's no reason to pay for fruit O's, but people will pay 3 times the amount for Fruit Loops because of toucan salmon, the value story. When Fruit O's will get you just as full. Don't get mad at me for saying it's generic when you as a product, you're responsible for telling the market what it is, but you're saying I can't get sold because the customers in the market is shit. No, you're a bad product and a bad marketer.
Right.
It's not the market's problem.
Yeah, it's the product's problem.
Right. That's why I speak in the language of business. So if you were a product and we put you in the store and nobody bought it, we say these customers are shit.
This product shit.
Well, that's why I said go back to the mirror.
Another thing, I'm not argumentative, as I think you can see from this conversation.
You don't have to, but what you are also not is you're not hopeful, and it's bad faith. So just
Very
because you're not
hopeful.
argumentative doesn't mean the outcome is any different.
I'm
You can
very
say it
hopeful
with. Mhm.
that you can provide me guidance to possibly finding somebody who like what can I do differently?
Then I can provide you with guidance, or you can. Yeah, okay, it's called book a session. That costs money, but you're doing well. I don't anything that's worth. Hold on, let's be realistic though, man. You're 30. How old again?
32.
32. So if you were to find this man that's on your level,
Mm-hmm.
that is a valuable man. That's not it's a rarity according to what you say, right? Right?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, how much?
sure.
No, 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 no. I need to know what a man like that would be worth over a lifetime to you.
Worth in as in what?
Well, let's just talk about dollars and cents. What would it be worth over a lifetime to you? If you live to be 75, what would a man be worth over a lifetime to you? A man that's on this level. If I could,
I don't
no, no, no,
know.
no, 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 no. Put a dollar value on a business person. You're educated.
I'm not in finance.
Doesn't
I
matter,
studied
man.
employment and labor law.
You pay rent or a mortgage?
I do.
Do you have a car?
Yeah.
You have a car
Okay.
payment?
I can't put a dollar
But
amount
that's
on
the
a person.
problem. But so that's the problem. You want something that you say is difficult to find and rare, but you don't even know the value it brings to your life. So how do you know how much to pay for it? See, you ladies are good at evaluating a void that the problems you can just throw shit on. What I do is I flip that void in that mirror around and show you the problem is you. And you say, well, hey, the thing I can't find in my life that I say is valuable, that I say is rare,
Mm-hmm.
I can't find it on my own. And I'm hoping you can do it. And I say, well, book a session and do it. Well, oh, I'm not willing to pay for that. And I want you to go back to what I said. Excuse me,
Pay
man.
for it.
I want you to go back to what I said 10 minutes ago. If they're not willing to put their money where their mouth is, they ain't serious. You got Godfather, undefeated again, because you ladies, it's when you start with the premise that right, wrong, or indifferent, modern women come to the dating marketplace with a low level of respect and a low level of contempt and a lack of respect for the male image. And you know how you can tell that? Because most of you come in with children that aren't and not married. That is rarely a positive situation. You come in and talk about yourself in these glorious and grandiose terms as your education and your accomplishments, but your houses are as empty as your hearts. And they're not fooling anybody because everyone in the world can see women in general, black women in particular, are miserable.
I'm not miserable.
Excuse me? What'd you say?
I'm not miserable. I said I'm not miserable.
I said black women
Um,
in particular are miserable. You don't get women who are averaging 187 pounds or 5'4" that are happy.
Yeah.
You don't get 62% of women who are single and 26% of black women likely to marry in their lifetime who are ecstatic about the possibility of life. See, when I break down China's one-child policy and the disastrous effects it's about to have, it's going to be it's an omen of what happening in Black America right now. Family is what this is about, and you need family. You need a man and you need a husband and a wife and kids, not women and children.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you think the men are trash,
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I gained nothing from this, to be honest.
you ain't nothing from this.
Yeah.
What'd you pay for it?
Huh?
What'd you pay for it? What are you supposed to gain from it? What are you supposed to gain from this? And the thing is, you gain exactly what you came in here with. Nothing. I turned the mirror back to yourself and told you that you are your biggest issue. But I guarantee you this, the audience gained a lot. You don't gain anything because your attitude is in the way.
Wow. Did this woman really just come on here? Got 20 minutes of like straight gems, breaking down her life, holding up a mirror to her, giving her the proper answers that she needs. And she turns around and says, I gained nothing from this. Because exactly what Kevin said, her attitude, but not only her attitude, her feelings are in the way. But remember, she came in here. She's the one that joined this call talking crazy. And then now when you break it all down, she was the one that said she wouldn't risk her friends and her friendship for any man. Now look at her. Absolutely insane.
Which is I'm glad you said what you said. I'm glad you said what you said, though. I'm glad you said what you said because where do you go to a free show to gain valuable knowledge and insight that's supposed to change your life? Do you do that for free, man? Do you go to work for free, or if you're good at something, do you get paid for
You get paid for it.
it?
And
Thank
I'm
you.
just saying because
Uh huh. Yep. Ain't Ti waiting for you somewhere? Ain't Ti waiting for you somewhere? I'm serious. Don't you and
Yeah, she does it like Tiny, exactly. Yeah, Tiny.
she kind of got some shit to do? The nerve of you. The nerve of you. I feel like I gained nothing. Gentlemen, DC area, avoid, avoid vindictive, infuriating, ornery, and demanding. Avoid. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You can't make this shit up. A woman's education is a valuable asset to a man. Listen to this shit. I want you guys to understand this. A woman's education.
All right, guys, that's going to be the ending of the video. Please leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.